may be able to destroy me, but the beast will eventually come for you.
It has been a very long time since we have heard anything at all about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and I haven't talked about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered in a very long time either. So really right now, the question is Modern Warfare 2 Remastered still coming, and if it is, what is going on with it? And hopefully with this video, I can clear some things up to the best of my ability. What's going on, guys? It is J-Snake here, and today, guys, I am bringing you another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and yeah, like, really, what happened to it? Why have we not been getting any information at all about it? Anyways, guys, before we actually get into this video, though, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with those post notifications turned on, so you can be notified every single time I do upload a new video. But with that being said, guys, let's get right into this video. So I get these comments all the time about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and it's just a lot of people, you know, asking, like, what's up? What's going on with it? Because we haven't really heard much about it in the past few months, honestly. I mean, I've tried to talk about it as much as I can to kind of keep it fresh, keep the topic going, but really, I mean, we haven't really heard anything else since the kind of quote-unquote insiders who were wrong about what they said, and the whole retail store debacle where all the retailers were, I guess, either, you know, hinting at it or teasing it or trolling it, whatever you want to call it. We haven't really heard anything since then. So I do have some, I guess you can call them theories that I do have about what happened, and I think they'd be, you know, pretty accurate. They make a lot of sense. They're not kind of out there far-fetched. So I'm going to tell you guys each one of them. So the first thing I do want to touch on is the fact that the game could have gotten delayed. Now, I've talked about this earlier back in October, I think it was, and I kind of talked about the fact that the game actually could have been delayed because, I mean, hey, we haven't seen anything, you know, revealed about it or whatnot, nothing of the sort, you know. We would have most likely saw something come out by the time I made that video. It was like mid-October, like right before Black Ops 4 release, or actually it might have been right after. But the point of that video was to kind of say, like, the game could have got delayed, but, you know, I guess it was still kind of up in the air at the time because there was still plenty of time for them to reveal it if it was going to come out in that December time frame that we did think. I guess there was still, you know, plenty of time for them to reveal it and everything, so I kind of just put it in quotations. I didn't necessarily say it was true. But now, I kind of am backing that theory a lot more than I was before because obviously we have nothing revealed at all about the game, no teases, absolutely nothing, you know, other than, like I said, that retail store stuff and everything that was a while ago, back over the summer. But now, you know, we're kind of like way too far into December. I mean, this video is being recorded the 22nd. It's going to go up, you know, a few days after. It's obviously way too far in December for them to reveal a game. Now, if we're gonna talk going back to the kind of April release, I guess there still is a lot of time for them to reveal it. They could still, you know, do something. But in my opinion, if there is a MW2 Remastered, it's most likely going to come, you know, in fall 2019 alongside Modern Warfare 4 or whatever next year's Call of Duty happens to be, I guess. Now, I still want to point out that even though I guess, yes, it could have gotten delayed and everything, I still never really believed it was coming out this year to begin with, other than, I mean, obviously back in April, that was completely different. But if we're being honest here, I really never thought, and I'm sure a lot of you guys did too, just kind of from common sense standpoint, actually thought that the game was going to come out, you know, this year. First of all, there's a few main reasons why. I mean, first being this is Infinity Ward's year. This is not their year. That's obviously next year. So that's a huge one right there. It'd be kind of weird to release a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered in the same year as a Treyarch game. The other major thing being that Call of Duty's Modern Warfare 2's 10th year anniversary is in 2019. So from just a pure, you know, kind of making sense, logical standpoint, it really just wouldn't make sense at all. Plus, considering the fact that we had those leaks saying that there was not going to be a multiplayer, so if they were going to develop a multiplayer for this, or at least remaster the multiplayer as well, it's not going to be done in a year. You know, it's going to take a lot more than just 1 year, which actually, technically, I guess at the time was like 6 months. So technically, I guess it's possible that it could have originally been coming, this year. But to be honest, I honestly never really believed it. I mean, a lot of people got hyped up, but just looking at logical stuff, looking at the facts and everything, it just doesn't add up. Now, kind of continuing on this thing I was talking about with the game, coming in 2019 with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, most likely. I made a video about this, and I said that, Modern Warfare 4, Call of Duty 2019, they would be one game, or, kind of combined aspects from both games would be taken and just kind of made into this one mega game. You'd have a remastered campaign, and alongside Modern Warfare 4's campaign, I talked about that, so hopefully you guys have seen that, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But technically, that's still a valid theory. That would still make a lot of sense. I mean, if you think about it, Modern Warfare 2 being kind of combined with Modern Warfare 4 because of, at the time, at least even still now to this day, the leaks about the Modern Warfare 4 game actually taking place during Modern Warfare 2, it just makes a lot of sense if the games were kind of to be bundled together, You have Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and a lot of people are just going to come just because of that, but then you also have new stuff, so you're kind of bringing in a bunch of stuff that people loved in the past, and you're kind of adding new stuff, so it's kind of essentially disregard the biggest problem with Modern Warfare 1 Remastered, and that was the fact that it was just boring, because obviously it was just COD 4, and it's already been played, first of all. Second of all, there's only so much you can do. It's a remaster. You can't add a crazy ton of stuff, and they tried to add as much as they could, but it just got boring. But if they were to combine these into one game and merge them to a degree, then you don't have to worry about that, because yes, you're going to have the old stuff people loved and everything, but you're also going to be able to add new stuff. And considering the fact that we see kind of a bar raise in terms of actual content and things in Call of Duty games with Black Ops 4, it would not surprise me at all if they did this, because like I said, I don't know if they're going to do Battle Royale. I actually don't know how Blackout is designed to last. I don't know if it's going to kind of be a thing that just doesn't really go away. It's going to not just be updated regularly and just not have a new version made. Obviously, we don't know. Who knows if Battle Royale is even going to be a thing in the future. But I honestly don't see Call of Duty 2019 having a Battle Royale mode. It just doesn't, I don't know, there's just a lot of things that don't make me think that, obviously being Blackout, however long they plan on continuing Blackout support. Battle Royale not being popular, I mean, most likely a lot of people are saying that Blackout and, Battle Royale and Fortnite and everything is not going to be even popular in 2019, or at least as the year goes on, that's kind of when it's going to die, the flame's going to extinguish and something else is going to come up. But if we're talking about, what they could possibly do, them including Modern Warfare 2 with Modern Warfare 4 is, that's a pretty big thing and a big feat they could do. But, they've obviously had, a long time to develop this. They've learned a ton from Ghosts and Infinite Warfare. And, they're getting old developers back, that know the Modern Warfare games inside and out. So, honestly, I don't see this being too big of a challenge for them. I mean, yes, they're going to have to do a bit of work because, remastering a game and combining it with a brand new one is quite the feat. But, honestly, especially with the bolstered studio back and everything and these old minds, I really don't see it being a problem. And this is especially true if they pretty much already had the campaign and everything done with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, back this year. Because if you think about it, multiplayer isn't necessarily just going to be two different multiplayers. It's most likely going to be one with elements of each, maybe a Modern Warfare 2 kind of foundation. I touched upon this before. It would have that Modern Warfare 2 foundation and then these added elements of whatever Modern Warfare 4 would have to offer. So it's not like they'd have to actually remaster the multiplayer. If like I said, they already had the campaign done, they planned on releasing it or whatever, then really it's not too much of a task for them. So it's definitely plausible and in the realm of possibility. Oh no. So the last theory I do want to talk about is a pretty sad one, and that's just straight up that it's not going to happen. Now, before anyone says oh, this is stupid, it's obviously going to happen. Yes, there's plenty of reason for it to happen, but you have to keep in mind that nothing is confirmed or anything. It was just built upon sole leaks and everything that we don't even know that are true. And obviously, the retailers could have been screwing with us, but the point of this is it could not happen. It's a big possibility. I mean, like I said, nothing has been confirmed. Pretty much all the insiders have been wrong about their information, and they haven't said oh, it's actually been delayed or whatever. So honestly, there's a big chance that this could not happen. And you know what, I can't see them not ever doing it. 2019, maybe not. Maybe they wait, put it off for, you know, whatever they want to release it whenever they need to. Maybe they kind of use it like a contingency, kind of like I said before with the World at War Remastered. Maybe they go that route, or maybe they just don't do it at all. I can't really see them not doing it at all, but I could see them not having it come out in 2019 just because, you know, this, like I said, if this was true and this was never being developed and all the leaks were wrong in the first place, then they're obviously going to have to do some work before it can actually come out. And, you know, obviously 2019 is a big possibility that it will come out just because of the 10th year anniversary. It's an Infinity War game and everything. You know, you just got to keep in mind that this could not happen. Like, this is built solely upon rumors. That's the biggest thing I want to talk about. This is why, you know, I used to get my hypes up when I was younger for these games or stuff like this, and then for it just to not come true, be something completely different, it crushed it. And, you know, even to this day, that still holds true to some things with me. So I just want to let you guys know, you don't have to, you know, put your full hopes in this. You could want it and everything, and I mean, obviously everyone wants it, but just make sure you stay, you know, reasonable. You're not just taken solely over by hype, and you obviously look at the facts. You know, it could not happen. There's a big possibility that it won't happen, and just make sure that if that's the case, then you're not going to be too bummed out. Like I said, though, I really don't see them not ever making it. I feel like, obviously, with the huge buzz, it literally broke the internet, just the rumors themselves. I'm sure it will come at some point, but, you know, you just got to always keep in the back of your mind that, hey, this might not happen, so if it doesn't, I can't get too upset. Anyways, guys, that's about it for this video. Leave you the comments on, you know, what theories you agree with, or if you have your own theory, or what you think about this whole thing, because it's kind of interesting, honestly, considering the fact that, you know, a lot of the focus is on Modern Warfare 4 right now, and everyone kind of forgot, I guess, about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. So let me know what you guys think, because, you know, I haven't done one of these Modern Warfare 2 Remastered videos in a while, and it's kind of been dead, like the topic. Nothing's really came up with it, no new leaks or anything on Reddit or, you know, whatever. So, you know, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say. Anyways, hopefully you guys have a great day. Like the video, and peace.